Okay, welcome back once again. Now we're working on the 2008 Chevy Colorado. Working on the AC, waiting for other parts for the valve cover. So I just replaced that little Schrader valve right there. It's a Schrader valve now. Before it was a little rubber, basically a one-time use, and they often leak. So hopefully that is where the AC leak was. We're about to find out. So I'm going to pressurize it and add some coolant and see what it does. We'll see. All right, well, I went to go get more Freon to go ahead and continue with the AC work. And when I got back, the Amazon guy was here. So he brought my valve cover gasket for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and install that because there's a whole lot of oil leaking into spark plug holes, which I'm not a fan of. So I'm trying to figure out how this comes off. I took it off the other day, now I forgot. I think it, I don't know, I don't remember at all actually. But it was all crumpled on this side, I remember that. So it is a little bit awkward to get off, which explains why the rubber was all folded in on this side. Somebody just smashed it on there. So we get the valve cover off. We'll have a look at our valves, or our cams. I mean, see how everything's lit. Off. Not as bad as I thought, but not good. is an interesting looking intake. Not really sure. I don't know if you have to take all this shit out to get to the intake bolts. Like if that's what you're supposed to do or what. That's crazy. Wow. So they got it where it looks like you have to take the intake off to get the valve cover off, which is a total pain in the ass. Because you can't get to the bolts. So that's awesome. I can get back to you on that one. All right, so valve cover's off. And I turned the camera off because you do not want to know what I had to do to get that stupid thing off. That was some of the most ridiculous shit I've ever had to do. Get the valve cover off. Anyway, maybe I'll show you. It's a bit, I mean, it's ridiculous. Basically, I had to pry the intake out of the way because the intake is so difficult to get to. I was just like, nope, not doing it. So I'll show you in a minute. Crazy. I think this goes like this. I saw some reviews about guys saying that the engineering on this truck is ridiculous, and I'm starting to see what they mean. Stuff is just placed in weird places that you would not expect. I mean, my BMW is easier to work on than this thing. Dog hair everywhere. Thank you, Nina. So anyway, new gasket going on here. And then new spark plug hole seals here. This should seal it right up. I can get the thing on there without jacking up the gasket. That's going to be the next challenge. Trying to keep hair out of there. Definitely ready to move on from this situation. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave the grommets. Those are all in good shape. Grommets are fine. God, I cannot get the hair off. Hair everywhere. I don't think there's any reason to replace those grommets. That'll be fine. So, that's not what I want. Yeah, this engine is fairly gunked up. I mean, there's not much I can do really. I mean, I can strip it down and put a bunch of time and effort into cleaning this thing up, but it's really worth all that, you know?
Some guys go crazy overboard with this stuff and make these parts look like new, which is nice, but I mean it's almost a 20-year-old truck with almost 200,000 miles on it. So I think we just get the leak stopped, we'll be in good shape. I'm not patient enough to sit here and try to degrease this whole stupid thing. Blow a little compressed air in there from my mouth and call it good. We're looking for function. We'll worry about beauty later. It should definitely help the situation. So get you back over, you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. Don't freak out. Yes, that is a ratchet strap attached to a pry bar that is pulling the intake back. And the reason for that is because I cannot get to all the bolts without removing the intake. And I could not remove the intake without taking apart a bunch of crap down there. It's almost impossible to get to. And I'm just plain ass and not in the mood to deal with it today, so this is how we're going to do it. Oh yeah, it's good sturdy valve couplings for sure. Okay, that's beautiful. Didn't work very well. I'm gonna have to go this route, I think. In here first, and then yeah, I saw another guy prying on the intake. I was like, what the hell is he doing? Now I realize why he was doing that. Impatience. Yeah, I'll admit it. I don't have the patience for it today. Shit I want to do besides disassemble an old truck. Let's see. Let's go back a little more, perhaps. Chevy came up with this. Make shit this difficult to deal with. Hey, we get it, we get it. It's all good. It's just hitting a little bit. Just need to go past that lip right there. See if I can get you a better view here of what I'm doing. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Kind of silly. This whole mess. There. I'm just trying to get that to wedge down in there, and then we're home free. Fortunately, I do believe the gasket has stayed on nicely, so I don't think there's an issue there. But damn, it's just it just doesn't want to. It just doesn't. There we go. Thank you. That's beautiful. Get around the edge and make sure everything's straight. Solid. Good. I guess this harness straight across the top of the valve cover. I mean, good God. But at least now you know it's possible to get the stupid thing off without removing the intake. It's not ideal, but it works. I think somebody's killing their kids over there. Yeah, that's seated very well, I would say. Everything's out of the way. Looks good. I also have a new PCV vent hose to go there. That was necessary. So, damn, dude. There's nothing like a socket extension knuckle to make your day brighter, you know? Jeez. I'm gonna have to adjust that one. Let's see if I can get to this first. Not really. It's the stupid part. It's just like trying to get a socket in there. It's just goofy. Jesus. Let's see here. Oh boy. Remove these. Yeah, that's not what I want. Let's see here. That's gonna break. Keep jacking with it. Move that out a little bit. I can. Definitely never thought I'd be doing this today. Oh God, this is crazy. Try to get these bolts tightened up before I move on to the other ones. I mean, look at that, it's just ridiculous, man. Oh, that piece is broken. That's why I thought I had more room than I do. Alright, whatever. Come on. And I wouldn't be surprised if I get some evil comments on this one, but I can't help it. I know it's not correct, but guy's got to do what he's got to do. I can't get the thing to seat on the bolt at all. Try something else. This is very frustrating, but not as frustrating as trying to remove an intake while upside down and backwards. It's basically what it comes down to with this thing. The way you have to the way you have to go about removing this intake, you end up upside down, basically, trying to remove bolts. It's crazy. Man, what a circus. Get on that one. There we go. And this one, hopefully, nope. I need a different socket. Which one do I need? Not sure. 3 different tins, depending on the predicament here. Come on, get on there. Doesn't like that angle at all. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to go across. Let's get one across. Alright. Oh. Dude, this is just... This particular bolt right here is just a nightmare. Does not want to go. I kind of feel like I can just do that one without an extension, to be honest. I mean, without a wiggler. Wiggler's just making that one more difficult. I think. Yep, there we go. Got a winner. Got a winner. Okay, let's go across again. Hit 1 or 2 over here. Oh, whoa. Holy. I think I just fried my Milwaukee here. Wow. Holy crap, that's sweet. Oh, that thing's toast. First time I had that happen. Go with my old Milwaukee. This one's a little wore out, but it's still working. First time I've ever had a Milwaukee ratchet start smoking on me. That's crazy. Short extension. And of course, getting it all back together, there's a ridiculous amount. There's like a ridiculous amount of connections and wiring that has to go back together. It's just never expected it, to be honest. That's obviously the wrong bolt. What the heck happened there? Oh, perfect. That went all the way to the ground. I think. I'm not sure what the hell. Huh. I don't know. That's, I guess one of these. I don't know what happened. Let's see if that's, seems like that's too long, but we'll see. All right. Okay. I'm gonna try to get a little more of these. Yeah, that's fine. That's plenty snug. Wiggler for that one. Yeah, too long. So honestly, this is embarrassing doing it like this. I usually tend to try to do stuff the right way, and this is not it, but I don't care. It'll be all right. God. Ridiculous, dude. Hopefully I didn't damage the intake. I think we're okay. But time will tell. We'll see here. Just gonna go over a few more right quick on the back. Yeah, snug them up a bit. Yeah, that's loose. Why is that loose already? Thought I tightened it, maybe not. That was where my drill died. My ratchet, maybe, I don't know. Good, good. I'm completely loose there. I completely forgot about this. Completely forgot about this corner, apparently. Pretty funny. It's not a bad thing to end up at a corner. Just don't want to end up in the middle. Definitely want to start in the middle and work out. But there was a lot of gasket there, so I'm sure it's fine. Just kind of get these snug here. Hold my mouth right while I snug these up. Good. Let me get the back one more time. Check all these. That's good. That's good. The back is where we're likely to get a leak anyway, because that's where the oil is gonna drain to. So that looks good. There is a lot of sort of, I guess, gunk in this motor. So I am going to change the oil, and then I may change it again before too long just to be sure, but if I had to guess I would say that somebody neglected this truck for a while. But that's just a guess. Judging by the amount of gunk and crap that's inside the top of the engine. I guess I didn't really show that part. I was too flabbergasted by what I had to do to get in there, but it'll be all right. I don't remember where all these bolts went. I'll figure it out as I go. Good. Okay, so we're getting there. Got the wiring harness for the coils back in. Looks like O2 sensor wiring, and then I think, I don't know what that one is, I can't see it. And then the main wiring harness here. A bunch of these clips broke, so they're just kind of, they're a little more dangly than they were before, but that's okay. And I've got some stuff down here that needs to plug back in. This is for, I think, the variable timing solenoid, I guess, which also did not look good. Very gunky. Okay, what else? Put the throttle body back on. Careful doing that because you can easily cross thread a bolt. Just FYI on that. I've done it plenty of times, so try to avoid it. Here apparently. Maybe I used that in the wrong place. I'm not sure. I bet I put a long one in one of the coil packs. That's what I did, I'll bet you. That's that one. Not that one. Not that one. Maybe I didn't. Nope, guess I didn't. I don't know where that came from. It's strange. Anyway, I'm not really sure what happened there. These all need to be long, right? Yeah, should be all right. working too fast. I feel like I'm all thumbs. Okay, that's more or less back together. Minus one little clip that I need to put back in there. This oil for I don't know, a few minutes or a day or two or something. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today, but I'm gonna run this oil a little bit more, get it to circulate, and then I'm gonna change the oil, get it out of this engine, because like I said, it was pretty gunky. So close to the right size. And the intake. Ooh. Yeah, missing intake bolts. Dang it. I don't know what I did with them. That's all right. Looks okay. It's not fitting up very well for some reason. Oh yeah, that's right. Almost forgot. Got a new hose for this somewhere. PCV hose. This one's pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all cracked and yeah. So we got a actual genuine part from Amazon here. Genuine GM. That's pretty cool. Don't see that every day. This way. Okay, that goes in there. That's not the easiest PCB hose to get on either. It's just like hidden under there. Okay. I got a new air filter coming. That'll be good. He's in there. I'm struggling with this thing today. Engineering marvel, I tell you. purpose. See how much shit they could make as complicated as possible. Screwdriver at. Use this one. Tighten that bad boy up. That bad boy. This. Almost forgot the mass airflow sensor. I think everything else is plugged in. I don't see anything dangling. Looks good, looks good. Okay, I'm gonna fire it up, see what happens. Well, there you have it. That wasn't too bad. Actually, it was. It completely sucked. I don't recommend doing that job unless you're willing to pry the piss out of the intake to get the valve cover off, or you're willing to take everything out of there and get all the way underneath there. And yeah. So anyway, done with that. Now we can move on. Go back to the AC I was working on. And I got some other goodies for this lined up as well. So stay tuned. So I put some Freon in this, and then I looked down right there, and as you can see, a little AC valve, the bolt is missing, and it's separated from the fitting there, so that's where the big ass leak was. Somebody removed the bolt, it looks like. So gonna replace that bolt and see if we can get the AC to fill. Okay. I found a nut to go on the AC right here. Extension for that. Looks good. Let's try it again. There we go. The compressor just kicked on. There we go. You can see my gauge here, but a little bit of something coming out of the high side here. It's not what we want to see, but it's. And I probably should have vacuumed the lines, but I didn't realize it was that open. Let's see what it does there. It's so weird for that bolt to be missing. Why somebody would take that bolt out. So we kind of have a less than ideal reading here. We have a high reading on the low side and a low reading on the high side, so that's definitely not what we want. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to square one on that one and figure out what I want to do. Could be a bad compressor, or could be air in the lines. Like I said, I didn't know it was that. I mean, the line was basically kind of wide open, so I might need to vacuum it first, or I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, fiddle with this a little more, and then we're moving on to our next step. The next group of parts I got for this is the headlights. So I got headlights ready to go in, and maybe that one will actually be fun. So far, this truck is making my Saturday a little frustrating. Go figure. Okay, so the compressor is spinning. We got about 50 psi on the low side and about 50 on the high side. So that definitely indicates a problem, probably a bad compressor. So moving on. Yeah, good looking set of new headlights there. Always a good improvement. And replacing a broken latch. You can see the piece there was broken off. New one works good. Amazing how clean this tailgate is underneath the bed liner. It's in nice condition there. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Guitars and Cars. And as usual, hit that like and subscribe button. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Guitars and Cars. As usual, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can get all my videos coming out. Catch you later. Well, I guess that's about it for today. As usual, thanks for watching Guitars and Cars. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get all my latest content, and keep the greasy side down. See you later.